Grandpa has some gifts this morning. Wow, this is a milk carton. Yes. Look at this. Look at this fella. Look at him. And here, down here. Now, it's a milk carton, but look at this. It has a zipper. And inside are all kinds of little goodies that Grandpa's going to give away. Are you ready? Here is our first one. Now, what would you like to do with this? Would you like to keep it? Or would you like to give it to your brother or to your sister? It's up to you. You'd like to give it to your brother. How kind of you. How very kind. Next item, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 items. 5 of them. Which one would you like to see first? Oh, this one? The red one. Okay. Look at this cute little guy. Let's look at another one. Look at this cute little kitty. Isn't he cute? Let's look at one more. Isn't he cute? Do you want to keep these? Or do you want to give them away? You'd like to give them to your karate class. How kind. How kind of you. Very nice. Next item. It's a calculator. What would you like to do with this? Would you like to keep it or would you like to give it away? You'd like to give it to your math teacher. Well, how nice. How nice. How kind of you. How very kind. Next item. It's a mini microphone, but it's for real. Now, what would you like to do with this? Would you like to keep it? Or would you like to give this to someone? You'd like to give it to your band teacher. Well, how nice of you. How kind of you. Here it is. How very kind of you. Next item. It's slime. What would you like to do with this? Would you like to keep it, or would you like to give it to a friend? You'd like to give it to a friend at school. How nice. How very kind of you. Oh, aren't those funny looking? Ah, aren't those funny? Don't be afraid. It's just a toy. It's not real. Grandpa got these for you to use at Halloween. Wouldn't that be fun? Do you want to hold these? Oh, you want to bury them in the backyard. Good for you. Oh. Have fun. I love you. One, two, three, four, five. Pick a color. Oh, This one? Now, do you want to keep these or do you want to give them away? You'd like to give them to your Sunday school class. Well, how nice. All right, here they are. How very kind of you. How fun. Next item. One, two, three, four, five. 5 butterflies. 5 of them. Which one would you like to look at? This one? Now, would you like to keep these or would you like to give them away? It's up to you. You'd like to give them to the neighborhood children. How kind of you. How nice. How nice. How very kind. You've given away all of your gifts that Grandpa's given you. How very very kind of you to do that. Now, tomorrow, you and Grandpa, we will go into town and you can pick out a gift for you. And you can pick out whatever you want and Grandpa will get it for you. I love you. Good morning, dear. Grandpa has some presents for you this morning. And look at this. I'll bet you know what this is. It's for holding your hair in place. Now, Here is a container. It's a little purse. And inside there are some things for you. Now, what do you suppose this is? There are two of them. Very nice. They're very soft. Do you know what these are? Because Grandpa's not sure. Oh, you put them on your wrist? Okay. You take this one, and Grandpa will take this one and put it on his wrist. Look at these. Now, Grandpa's not sure what these are. Do you know what they are? Oh. I'll bet they're for putting on your hair. And Grandpa's right. Look at them. Well, here they are. And here this one is. And there's another thing in here. Look at this. Look at this. What do you think it is? Grandpa's going to try and put it on. Oh, is Grandpa funny looking? You can put it on. There you are, my dear. Isn't this fun? You and Grandpa. Now, all these things that were in here, these gifts, do you want to keep them for yourself? Or would you like to give them away to friends or relatives? It's up to you. Do you want to give them to your friends at school? Here you go. Good for you. Hello, dear. Grandpa has some presents for you today. They're from Hello Kitty. Let's see what's inside. Now, would you like to keep this, or would you like to give it away? You'd like to give it to your best friend. How kind of you. That's a very nice thing to do. Next item. Do you know what it is? It's a pencil case. And it has a surprise. It has a built-in pencil sharpener. Isn't that something? Now, what would you like to do with this? You'd like to give it to your friend? How nice. How very kind of you. You're very kind. Next item. Now, what would you like to do with this? Would you like to keep this? Or would you like to give it to someone? Someone you love? You'd like to give it to your grandma? Oh, how kind of you. How kind. Here it is. How very kind of you. I'm so proud of you. Next item. What would you like to do with this? Would you like to keep this? Or would you like to give it to someone? What would you like to do? You'd like to give it to the school nurse. Wow, how nice. How nice of you. How very kind of you. I am very proud of you. Next item. Do you know what this is? It's a bowl of kitty soup. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Now, what would you like to do with this? Would you like to keep this? Or would you like to give this away? You'd like to give it to your cousin's new baby. Ah, how nice, how nice. Well, here it is. Such a kind girl you are, such a kind person. Next item. Now, what would you like to do with this? What would you like to do with this? You'd like to give this to the lady that cuts your hair. Well, I'll bet she would like this a lot. Oh, look at this. Well, you just give it to her. How very kind of you. How very kind. Next item. And what do we have? I'll bet you know. 1, 2, 3, and 4. How fun. Now, what would you like to do with these? Would you like to keep them, or would you like to get them away? You'd like to give them to your cousins. I'll bet they'll like that. Here they are. Here they all are. You're very kind, very generous. Now, my dear, you've given away all of your Hello Kitty gifts. Every one. You haven't kept any. How very generous of you. How very generous. Now, tomorrow, Grandpa's going to take you shopping. And you can buy whatever you want. Whatever you'd like to have. You're so very kind and so very generous. Grandpa wants to do this for you. I love you. Hello, child. How are you today? Grandpa has some presents for you. Look at this. Now, let's see. Each one of these is different. A different color. Which one would you like to select first? This one over here. Okay, very good. Let's take this out. I believe that this is lip gloss. Now, it comes apart this way. And here's the way it goes on to your lips. Ah, it smells like sugar. What do you think? What do you think? Ah, good. We'll put it back on again. Ah. Now, pick another one. This one over here. All right. That smells like roses. What do you think? You agree, huh? Smells like roses. That would be nice on your lips. Yes. Very good. Now I put them all back in the container. And here they are. Now, what would you like to do with these? There are 6 of them in here. Would you like to keep them, or would you like to give them away? You'd like to give them to your Girl Scout troop. Well, how nice of you. Well, very, very nice of you. You're very kind. How kind of you. Very good. Okay, the next item is a thing called a bubble former. Now, we have to figure out how this works. First, you take the lid off, and this comes out of here like this. Then you go and you get some soap, and you use just a very, very small amount. And you put that in here. Just a littlest bit. Then you take a little bit of water, not a lot, and you pour it in just about to there. Just right there. Then you take this and you put this back on and you put it down there. And then you take this and you go like this. And you see the bubbles? Now, what would you like to do with this? Would you like to keep this, or would you like to give it away? You would like to give it to the lady police officer at school. Well, how nice of you. How nice of you to do that. Well, here it is. It's for you to give or to keep. How kind of you. Very good. Next item. Next gift. I believe it's lip gloss. there are two. Now, do you want to keep these or do you want to give them away? You want to give them to the twins down the street. Well, how nice. I'll bet they'll really appreciate it. And here they are. How very kind. How very kind of you. And here's the next gift, the next item. Now, I believe these are called cold iPads. They're very soft. Very soft. And I believe they go under your eyes, like this. Now, who do you think could use these? Well, your school nurse. Well, how smart, how wise of you. That's very good. Yes, that's very good. Here is the package, and here they are. How very wise and kind of you. Very good. Here you are. This is your last gift, my dear. Your last one. Now, you've given all of your gifts away. What would you like to do with the last one? What would you like to do with this? Would you like to give it away, or would you like to keep it? You'd like to give it away. Your cousin. How nice, how very kind of you. You've given all of your gifts away. You're such a dear girl. You're so generous and so kind. You've given all your gifts away. Tomorrow, Grandpa will take you shopping, and you can pick out anything you like, and Grandpa will get it for you. I love you very much, and I'm very proud of you. Good morning, dear. Grandpa has some gifts for you this morning. I got them all from the thrift store. And guess what? They're all in miniature. I have them all here in a cigar box. Oh. Let's take a look at our first item. I've selected all these items especially for you. And I know how much you like animals, and especially kitties. Now, what would you like to do with him? Would you like to give him, keep him, or give him? You'd like to give him to the cat lady down the street. How kind of you. How very kind of you. I know how much you like coffee and tea. Aren't these nice? Now, what would you like to do with these? Would you like to keep them, or would you like to give them away? You'd like to give them to the lunch lady at school. How nice. Oh, well, here they are. You're very kind. And with your coffee and tea, you have to have a cup and a little saucer. Now, what would you like to do with these? Would you like to keep them, or would you like to give them away? Oh, you'd like to give them to the bus driver because he likes coffee and tea. How very kind of you. I know how much you like fruit. What would you like to do with these? You'd like to give them to the fruit stand lady down the street. How very kind. You're very kind. I know how much you love going to the beach. Now, what would you like to do with these? Would you like to keep them, or would you like to give them away? You'd like to give them to the lifeguard at the beach. How very kind. I know how much you like sweets. Smells like vanilla. would you like to do with this? Would you like to keep it, or would you like to give it away? You'd like to give it to the baker down the street. Oh, how kind of you. I know how much you like honey. Do you know where honey comes from? It comes from bees. Now, what would you like to do with him? You'd like to give him to your science teacher. Oh, he would like that. You're very generous. He would really appreciate that. You are so generous and so kind. I know how much you like spicy food. Look at this. Now then, what would you like to do with this? Do you want to keep it, or do you want to give it away? You want to give it to the cook or the chef at the corner cafe. How kind of you. How generous of you. You are very kind and a very generous person. I know how much you like bunnies. Look at this. Isn't he cute? Now, what would you like to do with him? Would you like to keep him, or would you like to give him to someone? You'd like to give him to your cousin. How very kind of you. He will appreciate that. Thank you. I know how much you love nature. I think you would like these. Do you know what they are? They're seeds. See them? They're seeds. What would you like to do with these? Would you like to keep them? Or maybe plant them? Or would you like to give them away? You'd like to give them away to the farmer just down the road from you. How very kind of you. I'll bet he will plant them for you. I know how you like to collect eggs in Grandpa's chicken coop. What about this? Now, what would you like to do with this? You would like to give it to the farmer's wife down the road. She will love to have this. How kind of you. I know how much you like flowers. Look at what I have. Now, what would you like to do with it? What would you like to do with this? Would you like to keep it, or would you like to give it away? You'd like to give it to your mother. Oh, how nice. How very nice. You're very generous. I know how much you like makeup. Look at this. This is a pretend lipstick. Now, would you like to keep this, or would you like to give it away? Oh, you'd like to give it to the lady who cuts your hair. Oh, I'll bet she will like this. Here it is. How very generous of you. You're very kind. I know how much you like ice cold drinks. What does it smell like? Smells like watermelon. Yes. Now, what would you like to do with this? You'd like to give it to your gym teacher. I'm sure she would appreciate that. You're so kind and generous. I know how you like to ride around in sporty cars. Look at what I have. Now then, what would you like to do with this? Isn't it pretty? Ah, what would you like to do? Do you want to keep it or do you want to give it to somebody? Oh, you would like to give it to your brother. Oh, I'll bet he will like this. Oh, oh, all right. Here it is. Ah, you are so kind and so generous. So kind. Do you know, Grandpa is so proud of you. You are such a generous, kind person. You've given away all of your gifts. And do you know what Grandpa's going to do for you? Tomorrow, you and Grandpa are going to go to the thrift store and you can pick out anything you want. Anything you want because you have been so generous and so kind, and I'm sure all of your friends and relatives will appreciate all your kindness and all the things that you have given to them. You're very kind and I'm very proud of you. I love you.